For a long time, healthy enough felt sufficient. Not optimal, not intentional, just fine. You weren't sick, you weren't falling apart, you were still functional. And in life, shaped by responsibilities, expectations, and momentum, functioning felt like success. I'm your host, K. Reed Jonay, and this is The Weight of Her Story. Most people don't miss misalignment because they aren't paying attention. They miss it because nothing feels urgent. Nothing feels like a diagnosis or forcing change. No crisis demanding rest. No single moment that gives permission to stop. There's just a quiet awareness that something feels heavier than it used to. And even if it's quieter, the decision to keep going happens anyway. Healthy enough becomes the place you live. When your life doesn't allow for disruption, when work needs you steady, when family needs you available, when people rely on you to show up the same way every day. So you adjust. You normalize the fatigue. You plan around the recovery. You manage discomfort instead of questioning why it's there. Because from the outside, everything looks fine. You see it in families all the time. Meals built around convenience instead of compatibility. Routines shaped by everyone else's needs first. Health decisions made to keep peace, save time, and avoid friction. You eat what works for the household. You move when there's room in the schedule. You rest when everything else is handled. Your body becomes something you manage inside of the environment you're responsible for maintaining. You see it across generations. You inherit patterns without realizing it. The way stress was handled, the way food was used, the way exhaustion was normalized. You watched people you loved push through. You learned that resilience meant endurance. You learned that slowing down was optional. So when your body starts asking for something different, it feels unfamiliar, even inconvenient. You see it in work environments too. Long hours that reward availability over recovery. High performance praised, depletion ignored. Stress framed as normal, burnt out treated as a personal weakness. You adapt. You find ways to stay sharp while tired. You schedule around energy dips. You accept that being drained is a part of success. And because you're still producing, no one questions it, including you. This is where high performers get stuck. Not because they aren't capable, but because they are capable even when misaligned. They can function under pressure. They can carry loads quietly. They can perform without complaint. And for a long time, that ability is rewarded. Athletes experience this differently, but no less deeply. Training continues. Strength remains. Discipline stays intact, but recovery changes. Inflammation lingers. Progress stalls in ways that don't make sense. They're told it's age. or stress. Or maybe it's overtraining, so they modify around it. They don't stop, they adapt. This is the illusion that healthy enough is neutral. It isn't. It's a state of quiet compensation. The body is always responding to the environment it lives in, the pace of your days, the emotional load you carry, the consistency or inconsistency of rest. When the environment demands more than the system can sustain, the body just adjusts. Not loudly, not dramatically, just enough to keep you going. That's why healthy enough feels stable. You're still showing up, still meeting expectations, still holding things together. But under the surface, efficiency starts to decline. Recovery borrows from other systems. Balance becomes something you manage instead of experience. What makes this so hard to recognize is that nothing feels broken. Your labs may be normal. Your routines may look disciplined. Your life may appear well managed. And yet, your body feels like something is working harder than it should. That disconnect is the signal. Most people are taught to wait for proof, a diagnosis, a number, a moment big enough to justify the change. But alignment doesn't announce itself that way. It fades first. You notice that rest doesn't restore you the way it once did. That stress lingers longer than expected. That you need more effort to stay steady. You don't panic over it, you adapt. Because adaptation has always worked before. This is where healthy enough becomes dangerous. Not because it's unhealthy, but because it delays honesty. It allows you to function inside of a system that no longer fits without ever questioning the fit itself. High-functioning people are especially skilled at this. They organize their lives around fatigue. They manage energy instead of restoring it. They build structure to compensate for depletion. And because they're still capable, they assume this is just adulthood, just responsibility, just the cost of doing well. But it isn't. It's what misalignment feels like, especially when it's been normalized by environments and expectations. Nothing here is about blame. Your body didn't fail you. It has adjusted to what it's been given. It learned how you get through your days, your seasons, your responsibilities. That's intelligence. But intelligence doesn't mean sustainability. A body can adapt to almost anything for a while. The question isn't whether you can keep up or whether you can keep living this way. It's what it's going to cost you to do so. Healthy enough costs you ease. It costs you recovery that actually restores. It costs you clarity about what your body truly needs. It costs you the feeling that your health supports your life instead of competing with it. And the longer you live there, the harder it becomes to remember what alignment ever felt like. This is the moment honesty matters. Not urgency, not fear. Honesty. Recognizing that functioning isn't the same as thriving. That managing systems isn't the same as resolving patterns. That fine may no longer be enough for the life you're carrying. You don't need a breakdown to evolve. You don't need permission from illness to choose better alignment. Sometimes the clearest signal is that nothing is wrong, but nothing feels fully right either. This chapter isn't asking you to change anything yet. It's asking you to notice what you've normalized, the patterns you've inherited, the environments you adapted to, the pace you accepted as necessary. Because once you see the illusion, you can't unsee it. And once you stop settling for healthy enough, you naturally begin asking deeper questions. Not about effort, not about discipline, but about fit. Until the next episode, take care of yourself today, even if it's in just one small way, because you deserve that much.